Arguments are underway in the Boston Marathon bombing trial. Attorneys for Dzhokhar Tsarnaev admit that he took part in the attacks that killed 3 people and injured hundreds of others, but they say he was influenced by his older brother, Tamerlan, the alleged mastermind, they say, of the attacks. Now, the younger Tsarnaev did not testify during his trial. He could face the death penalty if convicted. Cathy Russon is a trial reporter with CourtChatter.com. She's been following the trial and joins us now from Salt Lake City, Utah. Do we know, Cathy, what we've heard today in those closing arguments?
Yes, but we've heard what we've heard all along in the trial. The federal government prosecutors have said that he was a terrorist along with his brother, who is dead, and that this jury should not only find him guilty, but put him to death for it.
Jurors, of course, have been told by the defense lawyer, look, he did participate in carrying out these crimes, but he was under the influence of his brother. The prosecution has a lot of evidence, obviously, that it was able to present. What is the challenge for the defense here?
Well, the challenge for the defense is the jurors are Americans, and this has been presented that this was a terrorist act on American soil, and that he was a participating party in that. And the defense came right out in opening statements and said, he did it. My client did it. So there's obviously been the challenge from the beginning. There's grisly photos that was presented. There's been a high emotion in that courtroom.
We also know that at the time, Dzhokhar Tsarnaev was only 19 years old. Has there been any discussion about his age and the fact that maybe, if incarcerated, he could turn his life around?
Yes, and they have played on the age. That's been the defense's card all along, was that he was just the little brother, and that he was just kind of the teen that followed, that this wasn't his master plan, that it was the older brother, and he was just kind of a follower.
So, Cathy, when does this go to the jury?
It's going to go to the jury today. The closing arguments are being reported right now. The defense is in their closing arguments. The state will have a rebuttal. The jury should get it today, and this is the guilt phase. Because the defense has already admitted it was him, the jury should take no time at all to come back with the guilt, and then they will go into the sentencing phase.
And, of course, he faces the death penalty on a number of different counts.
Right. There's 30 counts in all, and several of those, the punishment would ultimately be death if that's what the jury comes back with.
All right. So it'll go today, and we don't know, of course, how long deliberations will go.
Correct.
All right. We have Cathy Russon, who's joining us. She's a reporter with CourtChatter.com. Thanks, Cathy.
Thank you.